This is actually a really, really funny joke. My cockroaches dietitian told me this. So there's this guy, and he's going to go have dinner at his friend's house, right? So goes over there. The host welcomes him in. Great to see you. So glad you can make it. We got a delicious meal plan tonight. I made some salmon. Gonna have some salmon. It's gonna knock your socks off. And the guest is really excited about this. He's like, wow, this is amazing. I haven't had this in so long. I need to get ready. I need to prepare myself for this delicious meal we're having. So he goes up into the bathroom, right? And he's there for like 45 minutes. And the host is like, what is he doing in that bathroom? What is going on up there? And eventually the guest comes back downstairs, right? But he's totally naked, except for a flesh-colored Speedo. And he's completely shaved. From his legs to his chest, his head, his eyebrows are shaved, everything's shaved, every inch of him. And he's oiled up. So he's just this glistening, oily, completely hairless mess of a man, right? And the host notices that his eyes have turned yellow, right? And around each of his yellow irises, there's 7 evenly spaced red dots, as if he had taken a needle and just surgically, with almost magical precision, just poked 7 evenly spaced red dots, turning his eye into a mandala of jaundice. And on his shoulders, he had these epaulets like a French monarch, but they were just taxidermied cats' heads. And the cat's eyes were looking around the room, and they seemed to be looking at things that were more important than what you were looking at, but you couldn't tell what they were looking at. And in his hand he held this scepter, this bronze scepter, and at the top of the scepter there was this contraption, like a music box, but you know, the ones that play music and they have the ballerinas that go around on them. But this contraption wasn't playing any ordinary music. It was playing this ghostly dugong's wail sort of music that no human could possibly make. And instead of ballerinas, it depicted the host himself being slain by a faceless swordsman, shrouded in ocean foam. And I swear he had drilled holes on either side of his face and his cheeks. And he split his tongue. He forked his tongue 3 ways, so that each fork of the tongue was poking out either side of the cheek and then the front of his mouth, so that all 3, each orifice tongue combo was speaking a different language, this ancient language that was whispering curses that were canceling each other out. And then at the base of his stomach there was this horrible gash that looked like it came from a harpoon or Achilles' sword or something like that, and it was bleeding, gorily bleeding. And it wasn't, I don't know how to say this, the blood wasn't pouring down, it was flowing upwards, up his stomach against gravity towards his face. And the host was like, what the fuck? This is demented. What about salmon makes you have to do this to yourself, you know? And the guest was like, oh, you said salmon? I thought you said we were having herring.